Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late September 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Libra collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do we got for these lovely Libras at the back end of September? What energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see who might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Libra late September. What's the vibe? What's the energy? And while I get this first card out, I just want to wish all of the Libra Virgo cuspers a very happy birthday. We're just moving on into Libra season. So again, from the bottom of my heart, I wish you a very happy birthday, my friends. Let's get this card out here for you. What do we got? Really hope you have a great one. Okay, so we have the Fool card. Now again, this isn't a tarot deck, but this card literally has a ton of Fool symbolism, which is pretty good, especially for Libra. It's fresh, it's new, it's bounding off into something. So I generally like that energy. I mean, I'm a little biased because I'm an Aries, so when I see the Fool, I'm like, yeah, cool, let's go. But there's some downsides to it, just like everything. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the September subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, back into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this. So as you can see, if you look in the box, we have this feminine figure. She is dressed up as a jester, as the Fool. And at the bottom of her feet, not sure if you can make it out, she has different renditions of the Fool card there with the white bird. So when I see her, I think of that symbolism. It's fresh, it's new, it's optimistic, it's bounding off towards a new chapter. So it's like brand new adventure. So I really do like it for that. The downside to the Fool, I mean, unless you're connected to an Aries, this could represent an Aries in your life or a prominent one. When I see the Fool card, the little warning here could represent doing things without thinking them through. This could sometimes be an energy that's prone to act before it thinks, which I saw for you several weeks ago. I saw like a very risky type of energy. This is in that same vein. So for some Libras, you might be a little bit more of a risk taker than you normally are, where it's like, screw it, let's do it, let's make it happen. So I think it can be really great for a lot of you, especially with the optimism, but just be cautious. There's an energy here where it's like, just proceed with caution. Let's just leave it at that. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright, and we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for the lovely Libras, please. And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. Actually, let's talk about the last 2 weeks. The readings for Libras the past 2 weeks have been a little wild, right? There's been a volatile energy. And last week's reading was titled An Explosive Warning. Now, explosive energy could be good. It could represent making big leaps and gains, but it's just an energy that's so prone to switch, where it's like we go from nothing to everything, or everything to nothing. There's big extremes, and I know Libras aren't big fans of extreme energies, right? So we're going to see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards for Libra. Let's hope the energy starts to calm down a little bit, right? What do we got? All right, so you still got a lot of fire in your midst, which I think is okay because you're an air sign. So we have the Fool card. Now we have the Queen of Wands showing up here. She's good. She's confident. We're just going to have to look at her much deeper. Let's get a couple more. What do we have for Libra in late September? Okay, Page of Swords. Lots of people. Like a lot of people. Okay. What is that page doing? Keeping watch? Watching something? Okay, thank you. All right. I mean, I don't dislike the energy this week. We do have the 2 of Cups. So it seems like the focus might be on like the people around you, or there's just a lot of people. I mean, then we have the sun right here on the back, which is beautiful. It's positive. So this is going to be a layered reading. It would make sense moving into your birthday season that we would see so many different energies, so many different people. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. But at first glance, I like the mixture of elements here. Most of this is in your comfort zone. So we have fire with the Queen of Wands and the Sun. That's the realm of action and movement, similar to that volatility I've been seeing for a couple of weeks. So this is action, it's passion, but it could be a little extreme. So that energy's still here a little bit where it could flare up. But it doesn't have to be a bad thing. There's a lot of positivity here. Then we have air, which is your power element, right? With that Page of Swords. That's the realm of logic, planning, strategy. It's communication. So these are pretty good things. Then we have water right here, which is the realm of emotions, feelings, creativity. It's very loving and caring. But if you notice, it's like we have a person, then we have another person, then we have two people. And I've been feeling it since the beginning, like who are all these people? So again, we're gonna have to like dig deeper. Again, these could be little aspects of yourself for all we know. But let's go through this piece by piece and really start to build it out. Position number one, we start with the Queen of Wands. Now, again, fire sign energy, she could represent Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the Queen of Wands, as with all queens, represents the internal aspects of her suit. So we already spoke about it. Fire, that's the realm of action, movement, passion, desire, confidence, making things happen. So when I see her, I think of self confidence, the way we view ourselves, how we look at ourselves. Do we look upon ourselves in a kind way, or do we hold ourselves to a very high standard? These are questions we want to ask when we see the Queen of Wands. Am I being too hard on myself? Self love, self care. Like, notice it's directed inward, especially with this Queen of Wands. I also link her to like femme fatale energy. So she's beautiful, she's sexy. There's something here with her aesthetics. So for some Libras, there might be big changes in the way you present yourself to the world or the aesthetics that you're presenting to people. Now, the downside to the Queen of Wands, she could go from very confident to feeling very down. Again, the big extremes like we've been seeing for the past couple of weeks, where I feel high on the mountaintops and then I feel low, low, low. So watch out for things like that. And again, don't beat yourself up. Don't be too harsh on yourself. For some of you, it could just be another person. Remember, it's not gender specific. Now, moving to the middle, we're going to get this page out there. It could be a card that represents you, potentially. For some of you, it could be a mixture. We have the Page of Swords, totally different vibe to this Queen of Wands. Now, pages, they're usually very youthful. They represent new, they represent children potentially. It's just like a younger feeling type of energy. Now they're all students, they're all messengers. When I see the Page of Swords, any page is a communicator, a talker. It could speak about messages going in and out. So again, with all these people, you would expect a large amount of communication, a lot of chit chat, a lot of chatter. Now, there's a difference with the Page of Swords. It's a little defensive. So for some Libras, maybe there's something or someone you're a little skeptical about. Maybe you have your guard up. Maybe it's something that you're watching very closely. Because that's a big thing with the Page of Swords. He's the watcher of the tarot deck. So yes, there's planning, but this is someone that's watching. I'm keeping a close eye. So whether you're under the microscope, maybe there's a situation you're keeping under your microscope, all really depends. There's some observation watching going on with this card. So we'll look at it. Now, the downside with this Page of Swords, sometimes it could be a little touchy, meaning that it could get offended quickly. So we do want to look at this further. And it's just like very defensive, where it's like, I want to say something, but I'll make them say it first. It's like one of those. Now, moving to the back end, we have the Two of Cups. Beautiful on its face value. This card represents soul ties, soul connections, really strong energetic bonds. So I love this. It's very similar to the Lovers. It's someone that you love and care for deeply, or someone that loves and cares for you deeply. So again, whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend, it's someone that's very important. So I like it on like its face value. All twos could be decisions and choices, but partnerships are huge here. So the clarifier might just tell us how someone you're connected to might be feeling. But notice the theme we've been seeing: lots of people, people everywhere. So we're going to need to look at this. Hopefully, we're not just seeing only other people's energies aside from yours. Now, on the back end, we do have a very positive bonus card. We have the Sun. This connects to Leo. And to me, I connect this to source energy. So whenever I see the Sun, I think of the love, light that shines down on us from source, from the universe. It's beautiful, it's positive, it's cleansing. The only thing about the Sun is that it could be a little intense and it could represent revelations. So things coming to mind or coming to light, aha moments, eureka moments. So I think the sun is great. It bodes well. The only thing is that it can be intense. And when I see all these people and then the sun, just watch out that you're not feeling overwhelmed socially. But I want to dive deeper on all of it, Libra. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for my lovely Libras. What's happening? Please. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation. I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Queen of Wands. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Libra, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, let's get that Queen of Wands going. Yeah, for some of you, it could just be something as simple as like changing your look or working on your aesthetics. It could be something very similar to that. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Thank you. Huh. Okay. So we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So yet again, another card that represents groups of people, lots of people. And when I see it in reverse, like this energy does feel a little bit overwhelmed socially. So again, um, in your birthday season, you might be getting a lot more phone calls or contact than you normally do. But when I see the Three of Pentacles in reverse underneath the Queen of Wands, it's either one of two things. Either this is someone that is in hermit mode, where it's like, I'd rather not go out and socialize. I'd rather not go to the party. I'd rather do something on my own. That's how this energy feels to me. It feels like pretty solitary. But for another portion of you, watch out for any sort of group dynamics. Because when I see the Queen of Wands with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, it's someone that's like, look at me, give me attention. Don't look at Libra, don't look at that person, look at me. So if you know anyone that like is the center of attention or an attention magnet, um, that energy might clash with yours a little more so than normal. Like someone that makes everything about them, if that makes sense. Let's keep moving. We're not gonna overload that message, because there is this energy that feels very solitary, where it's like, I could do this on my own. Let's keep moving. Let's see what's up with the Page of Swords. I don't think that's a big major thing. Let's go. Let's see what the Page of Swords has. So why is it here? My God, Spirit Team. Okay. Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay. So there is definitely an observant watcher energy around you. And I'm not saying that to make it seem like, you know, someone's stalking you. I don't want to make it something for you to be nervous about. But this is another card that could be groups, the Ten of Cups. That's like friends and family. But when I see it in reverse underneath this Page of Swords, it's like, I don't care about this. I'm watching you. Or it's like, I got my eyes on you. I don't know what it could be. So again, whether it's like spiritual observation, maybe this is like a guide or a spirit team that's watching over you closely, maybe someone from the other side. For another portion of you, this could literally be a person or something at work where they're like keeping close tabs on what you do. Um, Maybe there's someone you're keeping tabs on. It really, like, there's just a lot of moving parts to the reading this week. But I would say, yeah, there could most definitely be someone observing or watching with this Ten of Cups. Now, it doesn't feel the happiest. I'm being honest with you. The Ten of Cups in the upright, it would be super happy, loving, just wish fulfillment. When I see it in reverse underneath the Page of Swords, it's like, I don't want to say it's grudgy, because it doesn't feel that bad. It's just not happy for whatever reason. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving here. So yeah, watch your emotional state in this time. That could be another important thing. Let's go in on the Two of Cups. It's just an energy that's not relaxed, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to say it seems like it's angry, but it just feels like very tense. It feels very on edge. Let's see what's up with the Two of Cups before the recap. So why is it here, please? Thank you. And all right. So listen, this could be a reuniting of some kind, Libra, or a return. So we have Judgment in reverse underneath this Two of Cups. I've seen Judgment quite a bit, especially in fire signs this week. Now, Judgment is a card of change. It's a card of action. Notice we have the Archangel Gabriel. So there's a lot. There's a connection to spirit here too, especially with the Sun. Now this um, Judgment. You see the Archangel blowing the trumpet, and the dead are rising. Okay, that's a good thing to me when I see this card. Yeah, it could be a decision. Yeah, it could be a choice. But in the context, when I see it in reverse, remember, judgment's karmic and it represents cycles and it represents change and transformation. So when I see it in reverse underneath the Two of Cups, it's like either a soul tie is entering or returning or re-entering. That's just how it feels to me. Like, so there's a reuniting or a re-entering of somebody in this time. So again, you take that for what it's worth. Like, there is a reuniting or a returning. That's just how it feels to me. So we have a very complex list of energies here. You might hear from someone you haven't heard from in quite a while too. Two of Cups, Judgment in reverse. This is a very strong energetic tie. So like, even if this is someone you haven't talked to in a while, it's like the energy cord is just strong. Let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow. So I feel neutral about this reading this week, Libra. I don't feel nervous. I don't feel over the moon. I feel pretty much down the middle, which I guess that's a comfortable place for a lot of Libras to be, like that nice neutrality. But if you kindly look in the box, position number one, there's a couple things to keep an eye on. We have the Queen of Wands with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe some of you are feeling a little hermit like, minding your own business, doing your own thing. Like, hey, I'm over here. I'm not one for crowds right now. I don't want to party it up. So you might not want to celebrate your birthday. Maybe you should do something for yourself, though, if you're not going to celebrate. But aside from that, watch out for any individuals that make everything about them. Like, what's good for me, not what's good for the group, what's good for me. Me, 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 me. Now, if there is someone that's a center of attention, there's some observation going on too, because in the center we have the Page of Swords. Notice he's looking at this Queen of Wands. It's like, I'm watching you, keeping an eye on you. Doesn't feel happy, but it feels on edge to me, where it's like just waiting on something, waiting on the right moment. So there's some watching and observation going on. Do with that what you will. Moving to the back end, we have the Two of Cups with Judgment in reverse. This is like a clear cut, like in the classical form, even on the intuitive form, to me, of a reuniting or someone returning or coming back. That's just how it feels to me. Like, this energy comes back together for whatever reason. So again, it could be one of these, it could be something totally different. There's just a lot of people, there's a lot of complexity. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for you, Libra. What's going on here for my good friends, guides, and spirit team? And yes, I was like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. So let's get you one. Let's get one here. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for my channel members. Okay, so what do we got here for Libra? What do we got here for my good friends? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, there's that tense energy I was speaking about. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's the worst case scenario, but we have the Eight of Swords showing up in the shadows, and this is one of the cards I do link to, like, nervousness, anxiety, overthinking, something on someone's mind. Now, the good aspect of the Eight of Swords, even though we're looking at the shadow side, the good aspect of this is, I mean, it's something that passes quickly. So as quick as it comes, that's as quick as it goes. So I like it for that. But the challenge with the Eight of Swords is that it could feel trapped. It could be an energy that feels a little bit cornered. Um, and it's just really, really, really on edge for one reason or another. So again, I'm not saying it's you. Maybe it's somebody else, and like, you're feeling their nervousness. It's like there is an energetic exchange going on. So watch the overthinking and watch the anxiety in this time. Find a way to release this excess energy. So we're just going to leave it at that, Libra. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The September subscriber surprise. If you would like further insight on your situation, you could book a personal reading with me at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. The September calendar is already live, so we could have ourselves a little chat. But for the September subscriber surprise, giving away 3 copies of one of my favorite decks ever, the Everyday Witches Tarot. It's great for beginners and experienced readers. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the zodiac signs, which ones do you get along best with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As usual, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.